Well, hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name's Amanda. This is Molly Cool Creations. This is day number 6 of our 12 days of Christmas DIYs. My friend Brenda and I, she is from Rustic and Lace DIY. Make sure you check out her channel. We set up this open collab and playlist for everyone, and we're going to get started with project number 1. These are wood blocks. They were cut from a 4x4 post. And I got these little hooks from Walmart. We are starting off painting them white. We are giving this kind of a fairly light coat, almost a dry brush, but not totally dry. And I even use a little bit of water to water it down more. I do want to see the wood grain behind it. And these were cut at 4 inches. So they are 4x4s and they're also 4 inches tall. I did have to sand them. This is scrap wood, so it is a little rough on some of the sides. But I do paint all, however many sides there are. All of them. And I am making 4 in this video. Now I'm pulling out some scrapbook paper. I just kind of grabbed a few that I liked. I don't end up using all of them, but I am just picking out some coordinating scrapbook paper, and then I'm going to trace it out. So did I say what we're making? We're making stocking holders, like to sit on a shelf or your fireplace if you have one, or a mantle. So I am just tracing all the sides out. I'm not going to cover the bottom. I actually didn't paint the bottom, so I fibbed earlier. I painted all sides except for the bottom, and I'm not going to cover the bottom with scrapbook paper either. Now I am just getting out my little paper trimmer, and we're going to get these cut to size. They are not identical. I mean, they were all cut at a 4-inch measurement, but you know, wood is wood, so I did have to kind of play around with each of them and see kind of how I wanted them to lay and what way I wanted the paper to go. This does work better with this type of paper where it's not like directional, you know, whereas if you had words or something, you would have to be a little bit more careful with your placement. But the paper selection that I chose is pretty simple. It can go up, down, sideways. It's not going to make any difference. I am going to use Mod Podge and a sponge brush to apply all of these little squares onto our piece of wood. Now, I don't have all of our kids at Christmas, so I'm not making everyone one of these. Plus, I don't have room for them. 2 of our kids live in Florida. One will be here for Christmas, and one of my kids lives in Texas. And so really I'm just making 5, and I think I only get 4 done in this video, but I'm making 5 for me and my husband and my 2 kids that are always here, and then the one that will be here. And I may just keep adding to it over the years and make everyone one. They can use them in their own homes, or when they come over, I can pull them out. Everyone does have a stocking here, but I also have little hooks on my mantle that we can hang stockings underneath. I do have another stocking video where I actually make all the stockings, but I'm not including it in this one, as nobody has all day to sit and watch me make stockings, so I need to trim that down and then I'll show you the ideas that I came up with. But this is just same thing over and over, and we are going to do this on each and every block. Next up, we are going to decorate these, the fun parts. And I almost tie this one on the wrong way, but I do fix it. So I'm just using a little bit of ribbon, I'm using a little bit of greenery, just like little picks, I'm using some bells, and we are just going to make these look like, the idea I had was for them to look like presents. I don't know if they do. I don't know if I really pulled that off, but because my husband was like, oh, cute. But he didn't get like the present vibe right away. So I don't know whether or not that's coming across, but that was my idea. Regardless, now I also had in mind that you could do like either like a little name tag for each individual, or I have actual stocking tags with everyone's name on, which you will see coming right up next. But also just something like decorative, or like a picture of them that season. So I'm just using these teeny tiny little clips. I don't know if they came from Dollar Tree or from Hobby Lobby. I have no idea. I'm just hot gluing those on, and then coming up with just a little cute way to, like I said, display a photo, or just like a little cute Christmas element. And then that's just something from like one of the scrapbook papers, and my little bell does jingle. I wanted to test it out. But that's all you gotta do for these. They are so cute, and I actually am really proud of them. I love them, and they're gonna look so cute. Coming up soon, I have a full video of all the stuff we've been creating for our 12 days of Christmas, and you will get to see everything put together. Moving on. These are stocking like tags. So they will hang on everyone's stocking. I made one for all my kids, and of course my new cute baby Ivy, my grandbaby, and my daughter's boyfriend, his little boy's name is Milo, and we're doing it all. I cut these on my laser cutter, and I thought they were kind of fun and whimsical, and just really went with the theme of our Christmas, which is just fun and magic and Santa and all the things. So this is also just so simple, you guys. I cut everyone's name on one layer with like the little face of the reindeer, and I'm painting all of that in white. And then the back layer is going to go in the antique wax paint from Waverly. I forgot about our little noses. Also the little dots of my eyes, so I've set up just a strip of blue painter's tape to keep all these teeny little pieces from wiggling around while I paint them. This paint is from Folk Art. It, I think, is Imperial. Yeah, it's Imperial. It's just a nice Christmassy red. So we're getting all of our reindeer noses in red. And I did water down the antique wax like I usually do. It's a little bit dark on its own for my liking, so I typically always water it down. And these are really quick and easy. I do, in the end, paint the backs because I think it looks more finished. But I don't think that I make you sit and watch me do all of that, because what would be the point? And the next step is to just let everything dry and glue everything together. I'm just using some Gorilla Super Glue to glue all these pieces together. It dries fairly quickly, and it has kind of a small nozzle or tip, which is helpful with all these super skinny little pieces. And after we get everything glued down, we're going to add a little bit of twine and some beads and just make them fun and decorate up our little stockings. And I made stocking tags a few years ago, but we've had a lot of new family members enter our world, and the ones that I made a few years back were just names, and I just thought these would be fun especially for the little ones. My big kids aren't even going to care, but I think they're cute, and so that's what we're doing. I do add a little bit of white wax to them so they almost look like our little reindeers are covered in snow, because I thought that would just be really cute. And it also seals it. Not that they're going to get wet, most likely, but I thought the little snow effect would be cute, and this was an easy way to achieve that look. I do have some red and white baker's twine that I'm going to string through the hole and just do a little loop, and then we're going to add, I ordered these red and white beads from Amazon this year. Pretty much these are about done. I'm going to finish stringing the rest of them with the beads. I'm going to tie a little knot till I figure out how they're going to lay on the stockings. And that's all you got to do for this one. I hope you love them as much as I do. I sure think they turned out cute. And they were very simple and easy to get a bunch done. When you got a lot to do, you got to make it quick and simple, right? I just want to say I am so very thankful for everyone that watches these videos, everyone that subscribes, gives it a thumbs up or a like. I want to thank Brenda over at Rustic and Lace DIY. Don't forget to check her channel out. She will be linked below, as well as the playlist. There are very many creators joining us and giving us all sorts of inspiration. Y'all have the best day. Thank you.